In today's exercise, I want to share a technique that I call surface calligraphy. This is a painting that I've worked on for some time and I really like the light, but I'm not a fan of the foreground and the trees here. I think they still need a little work. And one thing that I think they need to provide a little contrast to the smooth, glowing light of the sky is a little texture. So I'm going to use surface calligraphy to create texture. Now this is a long, thin liner brush. It's a #1 round with long, springy bristles. And this technique works better with a paintbrush that's fairly new. Doesn't have any leftover paint built up in it or anything like that. So I'm going to get a lot of liquid medium on my brush, and I'm going to add some sap green, and I'm going to add some raw umber, and I'm going to create just a really thin paint, and I'm going to load my brush all the way up. I'm going to get the brush wet all the way up into the bristles, up into the top. And now with that wet brush, I'm going to come in and I'm just going to kind of dance that brush across the surface of the painting. And I'm going to let the brush's movement create some unpredictable texture. Sometimes I'm going to let the whole brush touch the panel, and sometimes just the tip if I want to have a, say an area that is defined, then I'll slow down and be careful and just let the tip touch the surface. But mostly I'm just letting it dance, letting it have fun. And this is something that you can use when you paint your water. When you start to put the texture on the surface of the water, sometimes that can feel too predictable. So this surface calligraphy is a good way to make that a little less predictable and a little more natural. Now I'm going to mix a second color here, and in this color I've got some titanium white and some yellow ochre and a little raw sienna. I'm using lots of liquid. I'm loading the brush all the way up, and I'm not real happy with that color. I think it's too light. So let me add a little more raw sienna and some burnt sienna. Okay, so now, because I think this foreground is just too smooth, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to just dance the brush around. I'm not controlling it very much at all. It's not my goal to control it. It's my goal to add some unpredictable areas of texture. So that is surface calligraphy. We'll use it when we build up texture on the surface of the water. It's fun and easy. Give yourself permission to try something new. Have fun with it.